It's Friday, which means another Three Hopes trailer, and of course, it's the Golden Deer, and I'm just gonna say it straight up, they win. They just win. Anyway, just like before, let's go over all of the Golden Deer characters and talk about what was in the trailer, and I'll also give my opinions on the designs, because oh my god, unreal, the best.
Let's get to it. Hilda.
The trailer starts with Claude displaying the wind-themed attacks his Wyvern Master class has. Per promotional material, they inflict the shredded status on enemies, causing blades of wind around them that damages them along with any unlucky foe that happens to be nearby.
What? You need me? Come on, follow me!
Then we cut to Hilda, and while there's not much to say, and this scene is like 4 seconds long, if it hasn't been mentioned earlier, her attacks are lightning themed and can draw in surrounding enemies.
Come at me! My muscles can't be contained! We'll hit him as one!
Raphael's new design takes a ton more inspiration from the traditional brawler class, though with the addition of a bandana of his own. And oh my god, he's strong. I mean, Three Houses does state the dude is incredibly strong as far as students go, second only to Dimitri, and also sports the third highest strength growth in the game. But Warriors is clearly taking advantage of its mechanics to show it off by stomping on the ground to summon a pillar of rocks that he swings around like they're nothing, batting enemies flying, which is equal parts hysterical and badass. Not sure why they went with a glass shattering sound effect though, but whatever. I think he may have the charging attack mechanic that they said Caspar was going to have, since each of his strikes seem to have a slight charge up for more damage. On a design note, I am a huge fan of this alternate look. There's less clutter in his outfit than in the original in my opinion, which I mean is not really saying too much because there is still a bit of like over-the-top stuff on his sleeves, but it's more emblematic of a hard-working guy with more freedom in his movement in my opinion. I'm also a huge fan of the bandana, as it covers his hairstyle, which I actually did not like in the original, and I think it's fun when Fire Emblem designs put headgear on as it's different, but it makes Raphael look like more of a brigand slash enemy this time. And that works for me since he's the gentle giant slash looks can be deceiving type of character that always fit him.
Oh, if only I had as much muscle as you. That is something I've never said in my life.
Lysithea then takes the stage, spamming a myriad of light and dark magic around, though with the unique addition of ice magic, like Fimbulvetr, which she didn't have access to in the original game. Fittingly, her finisher appears to have a mix of both elements, combining Hades with Seraphim to obliterate Imperial goons in a massive explosion. Her Three Hopes design is quite different from the original, and I'm honestly not sure which I like more. I lean towards the original for this case, but there is plenty in the new one that is appealing.
I will lead us to splendid victory. Greatness demands it.
Like in previous trailers, the music takes a turn as we get a cutscene and battle footage of Lorenz, Helm, and Gloucester. Besides striking enemies with barrages of spears just like Sylvain and Ferdinand, Lorenz at one point summons what looks to be a tornado of roses to damage the enemy. First as an AoE before swinging his own lance to create and launch a new rose tornado to a bunch of mooks. Besides this, his basic strikes also spawn rose petals, and he uses a combat art of sorts that creates a more standard wind blast. I do appreciate the distinction in attack style. At 45 seconds after he strikes the enemy with a wind attack, a rune circle appears from the ground. Lorenz does have the Gloucester crest and has a penchant for reason magic in the original game, so it makes sense that his normal attacks have a blend of magic as well.
Ignatz, show me the strength of a knight.
We fought face to face with honor. I won't stop here. I'm going to keep getting stronger.
Just like the other Archer students like Bernie and Ash, Ignatz brings a lot of personality to the table to differentiate himself. Most of his arrow strikes create paint that appears to stun the targets to the ground, and even makes a charged shot that absorbs paint pigments before launching them to Imperial soldiers, covering even the borders of the screen with it. It's honestly the best part of the trailer. We're playing Kingdom Hearts 3 while this guy's playing Splatoon. It's a Warriors game, and everyone is going to have an AoE because it's a Warriors game. So what really is selling me on the Golden Deer especially is how much personality is being injected into the attacks themselves when you pick their preferred class. At least I'm assuming their special animations are catered towards these classes. Like, I'm not sure if Ignatz is going to have these animations if you make him into like a brawler or something. Raphael beats people up with rocks. Lorenz has roses in his attacks. Ignatz shoots paint bombs. Marianne has Dorte in her attacks like we're about to see. It's just hitting on why these alternate designs are more fun consistently than in the Blue Lions and Black Eagles, in my opinion. Ignatz's new design is also very interesting as far as character goes. In Three Houses, during most of part 1, he struggles coming to terms with his artistic side as he's convinced he has to become a knight like his family wants. And while his OG timeskip design was more inclined towards the artist angle, Three Hopes' design captures the knight part more, given how he sports visible armor.
Your fervent efforts are inspiring, Ignatz. Goddess, please protect us. Now, together!
Afterwards, Marianne enters the field with a new glow-up, spamming light magic like her fellow priests, Linhardt and Mercedes, while adding her own flavor of ice magic. As a finisher, she summons Fimbulvetter to trap the enemy on ice before summoning Dorte, her horse friend, to tackle the iceberg and shatter it into pieces, which is very badass and very cool for a horse to do, to say the least. And while this isn't easy to notice in the trailer itself, Marianne's portrait on Warriors' official site shows she still has her eye bags from pre-timeskip. In original Three Houses, they were used as a visual clue that showed Marianne had sorted out her self-esteem issues, or at least handled them far better than pre-timeskip. So seeing them again for Three Hopes was quite the surprise.
Great! The battle's turned in our favor. I'll use everything the captain taught me and come out on top.
Leonie is last, and while there's nothing extremely noteworthy about her attack style as it looks pretty standard for cavalry attacks, I just think her hairstyle is pretty cute and fitting for her character. The design itself is pretty different from her original and strikes me more as a classic Pegasus Knight design. I really like the Three Houses look, so it's a hard comparison, but this one is by no means unappealing, or worse in my opinion. Her new design also has the benefit of making her stand out a bit more to her original design though, as her original Part 2 design took a lot of cues from Gerald. Overall, I am a huge fan of the reveal here. I feel like Blue Lions had the most dramatic trailer. Crimson Flower was good, but I think Golden Deer just has so much personality into it, and if I had to rank all 3 alternate time skip designs, I would put Golden Deer first, Black Eagle second, and honestly, as much as I hate to say it, Blue Lions third. I really just think the Golden Deer just really hit home with all their personality and so many cool, interesting design choices and stuff like that. In any case, what do you guys think of this? I'm actually quite curious as to what happens after this. Like I mentioned before, I really hope that the Ashen Wolves aren't part of DLC or anything, because that would be so stupid in my opinion. Just like put them in the base game. I would assume there is going to be DLC for this game. I'm also really hopeful that we'll get playable staff members as well, and I would be absolutely floored if next Friday they were like, yeah, this is the church members and they all have time skip designs too. I would like lose my mind if that happened, because one of the more disappointing parts about original Three Houses was that you were like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what Hanneman or Manuela looks like, and they were the exact same except for Cyril. I would think that would be like complete icing on the cake, and who knows, maybe that's what they're gonna do. It's really intriguing if there's anything gonna happen next Friday. Three Hopes is less than 30 days away now, and man, we are eating good. It must suck to not be a Fire Emblem fan right now, given how much we win all the time. Anyways, let me know what your favorite design is, if you think the Golden Deer are the best of the 3, and if you haven't subscribed yet and you like my content and you see my channel in your recommended often, the channel is getting closer and closer to 95,000 subscribers. We're about 750 away. Crazy, that's like 5,000 away from 100,000, which, I mean, if you're a regular watcher, you know that I ask for people to subscribe every time I upload, because it's just like, oh my god. In any case, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you very soon. I have more videos coming up really, really quickly. Deuces.